Viva Ighalo! Viva Ighalo! Coming from Shanghai, hope we all don't die. Viva Ighalo! Yes, that chant is sounding much, much more timely in this suspension of the Premier League due to coronavirus. But of course, that's none of Ighalo's fault. Ighalo came to Man United as a Manchester United fan. Got the call late on his in the transfer window, on the last day actually, and he said he's told his agent to do what he can to make sure this happens. He don't care if he has to take a pay cut, whatever it is, just make sure it happens. And it happened. And let's be honest, most Man United fans were not very happy about this. When I heard we were linked with Ighalo earlier in the window, I weren't too happy. I was like, we need this position, we need that player, we need... Once we got Bruno Fernandes, I said, all right, cool, go get Ighalo now. Like, we still need a striker. We're in the last day of the transfer window. All right, cool, I can do it as a backup. Not when that was looking like one of our main, if not only, purchase of the window. That's when I would have been angry. Because that was I won't say the least of our worries, but it wasn't the main issue. A last minute, just because of injury signing. I mean, some argue that Bruno Fernandes, we only signed him because we had Pogba and McTominay out. But that's a position and player we should have got from the summer. Ighalo was definitely last minute. But look back at my video. When he came, I said, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. And to be fair, a few months ago, even I said, you know what? Like when we talk about Mandzukic, I'll take it. We need a backup striker who's different. First and foremost, I was happy to be a backup. Because you can't, if you've got a backup who is demanding to play, that's when you have issues. It creates a bit of unrest, they start forcing the move, etc., etc. We need a backup who's happy to be a backup. And we need a backup that's different to our first choice. The likes of Martial, of course, Rashford as a forward. And Ighalo is different. Ighalo is a proper number 9. And you've seen all the videos after the match reviews when I'm just raving reviews about him when he's playing. Even the little cameo 5 minutes that he came off the bench in the Manchester derby and had a hand, you know, to an extent, in the build-up to McTominay's goal. Of course, we know it was the Edison error that actually led to it. But it's the hold-up play that he's bringing. You know, the ball sticks. He allows the team to push up, linking play, get into the box. A proper number 9, which we don't have. Martial is learning to be a number 9, but he's not there. Some argue that he will never be there. Ighalo is that guy. He's never going to be... I mean, I was going to say he's never going to be a 15 to 20 goal a season striker, but he scored 15 odd goals for Watford in the Premier League. I like him. The question is, do we sign him permanently? Now, the season is on a hold at the moment. I'm not sure that all the legal ramifications when it comes to how long the loan lasts. Is it to the end of the season or is it to a certain date? If the season is extended, what happens there and then? He would have no qualms about becoming a permanent player at Man United. Guaranteed that as a Man United fan, this is his dream. You know, he's played Premier League football before. He's earned money in different leagues, including the Chinese Super League. This is a dream he's living and one that I'm sure he would love to continue. And he's made himself a cult hero. 4 goals in 3 starts. But should we make that deal permanent? It was a last-minute decision in the end, but it's proving to be a decent signing so far. I wouldn't be against making him a permanent transfer because, again, he is happy to play backup and he's happy to play for Man United. And I want players that want to play for Man United, not here for the money or the fame, individual glory. He wants to see Man United as a club do well. He's like us. He's like me, he's like you. Man United fans, first and foremost. And he's doing a good job. The fee that's been touted around is 15 million because we didn't actually have time to agree a fee for an option to buy. We got an option, but there's no fee agreed. So I guess that is in Shanghai's court. Of course, Ighalo can make moves and pressure them to make that transfer happen permanently. And again, yeah, for me, I would actually do it. As it stands, you know, the season might get complete and he might become an absolute flop. I don't know. I can't see that happening like that. But because he might just be riding a wave, you know, the emotion, the adrenaline of this move. But if he continues the performances so far between now and the end of the season, whenever it ends, I would be happy to make that a permanent signing. But the only issue is the wages. He's on like 300,000 a week at Shanghai. No way should we be paying him that. At the moment, we're paying him 100,000 a week. If he's happy to make around 100,000 a week on a 2-year deal as a second choice striker, I'm down for it. I am down for that, because that doesn't really, 15 million, that doesn't really eat into our transfer budget. We can still go out and get important positions like right winger, defensive midfield, as I spoke about, and other positions if we need to replace Pogba, etc., etc. But Ighalo's a permanent signing. I think most Man United fans, and which is a turn from before he joined, most Man United fans will be okay with that. It doesn't mean everything's sorted. We don't need to go and get better goal scorers or better strikers, but at least it buys us a bit of time to focus on, I would say, more important areas. Because with Rashford coming back and Martial having a very good season, or good season at least, learning of someone like Ighalo and giving those young players, added bowl to their game and a bit more time to develop and become the main, and obviously they're the main guys at the moment, but to really take the game to another level, having someone like Ighalo as a backup and, that experience around, I think it can do wonders for both of them. So yeah, Solskjaer, if all well and good, if the money's right, the performances are right, sign him up. Sign him up, because what I've seen so far, I've got no complaints. Guys, let me know your thoughts on everything I discussed in the comments below. Should Man United make a permanent signing for Odion Ighalo? Hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.